Hey guys, happy new year, well, almost. Welcome to another Baro video. It's now Saturday morning. Baro came back last night. He's got a new inventory, but what exactly does he have? Well, on PC, the new item this time around is the Katir leg plates. This thing is part of his overall armor bundle. It's actually the last piece that we need. It looks okay if you like his armor. I'm not personally a big fan, however, I'm going to pick it up just because it's effectively a free cosmetic. 300 ducats, 150,000 credits. If you like your fashion frame and want to look a bit more like Baro, then there you go. Now we've got 3 prime mods back this time. We've got Prime Ravage, Prime T to Charge, and Prime Slip Magazine. Now in terms of the must-haves of these 3, Prime T to Charge absolutely is a must-have. It does so much damage. It is a very major boost to any of the secondary weapons. If you're going to pick any of them up, absolutely pick this one up. Prime Ravage is pretty much only good on the Vehicle Heck at this point, or if you've got a really good crit rhythm for one of the other shotguns. So it's kind of a niche thing. If you love your Vehicle Heck, pick up Prime Ravage. It makes a huge difference. Prime Slip Magazine, I mean, if you've only got enough for 1 or 2 of the mods, I would sacrifice Prime Slip Magazine because, I mean, personally, I don't think I use it on anything. I can't think of anything I use it on. So, yeah, I probably wouldn't get this, to be honest. The Lizette Prisma skin is back once again. It's another fantastic looking skin. It's the basically part of the Prisma bundle for these things. Once again, you can see all the Prisma energy going along the side here. It's a fantastic looking skin. So if you want to pick one up, pimp out your Lizette a little bit, 120 ducats, 150,000 credits. It's not particularly expensive, so I'd say it's worth getting. The Prisma Hecate Sindana is back once again. I think this is one of the worst looking Sindanas in the game, personally, because the base Hecate is awful. However, if you're looking for something to put on your arcanes, if you've got them, 250 ducats, 300,000 credits, then you can pick this up if you want it. I'm just going to say that there are much better looking Sindanas out there. The boosters are back again. We've got the Affinity Booster and the Resource Booster, so these guys are both back. To 450 ducats, 200,000 credits, they are fairly expensive, but if you want to turn your ducats into boosters, this is a fantastic thing to do. Affinity for leveling up everything that's new. Resource Booster, if you want to be doing some Kuva farming for some Riven rerolls, this is a fantastic way of doing it. The Prisma Daedalus set is back once again, or half of it anyway. We don't have the leg plates, which I assume are probably going to come next time around. Chest piece, shoulder guard, Prisma the right one. So we've got 150 ducats, 65 and 65, so it's not particularly expensive for these 3. The credits will mount up a little bit, but I'd say it's worth picking up. Actually, I use this armor set on a fair few of my frames. It is a very good looking one, and I would say it's worth picking up for sure. And then finally, on PC, we've got the Prisma Gorgon. Those of you that know me and have been around for a while will know that I love the Prisma Gorgon. My actual Prisma Gorgon has 10 Former on it, and I do have a Riven for it now as well. So it is a very good little thing. It's not the best weapon in the world, but it is a lot of fun. So I'm going to say, if you want to pick it up, 600 ducats, 50,000 credits. Fairly expensive on the ducat end, but it is actually a very fun weapon to get hold of. So I would definitely say it's worth picking up. And so on to the consoles. This is something new and something I wouldn't have been able to do without the help from Humonopoly for the screenshots. Thank you so much for those. We start with the Prime mods. We've got Prime Heavy Trauma, Prime Pressure Point, Prime Rifle, and Prime Shotgun Ammo Mutation this time around. From this, the absolute must-have is Prime Pressure Point. If you love your melee weapons, this is such a good upgrade to the standard one. This is not to be missed. The other 3 have niche uses. I use both the mutations, the rifle one more than the shotgun one. In fact, the shotgun I only have one on the cone really because of the insane ammo consumption. And honestly, I can't think really of a single melee weapon where I'm using Prime Heavy Trauma at all. Maybe the Bow Prime, I can't remember. So in order of what I think is worth picking up, prime pressure point first, rifle and then shotgun ammo mutation with primed heavy trauma lagging behind a bit. In terms of weapons this time around, we have the Prova Vandal and the Prisma Tetra. Prisma Tetra is a weapon that both me and Shy agreed on. It's definitely a very, very fun weapon. It's not actually that good, although I'm sure a good Riven would turn that around fairly quickly. It's definitely worth picking up. It's not sortie worthy, but it is really good fun. Unlike the Prova Vandal, it's an old school event weapon that has a spot on my worst weapons in the game list. No crit, low base damage, a hateful stance. There is no redeeming feature for this weapon for me. If you're a collector, this might be worth picking up, although at 410 ducats and 250,000 credits, not going to recommend this one at all. Fashion frame stuff in this rotation is pretty decent as well. You got the Prisma Yamako Sindana, which actually is a pretty good looking thing. It's got the energy thing going on that all the Prisma fashion frame stuff does, but in a Sindana that actually looks quite good. If you're into your fashion frame, it's worth getting a hold of this, even though it is a little bit expensive. The Pyrosagatra is also a very cool looking little thing, if you're a fan of putting dangly things on your melee weapons. But even better than that, you can put it on your Harido and watch them go mental. 100 ducats, 200,000 credits. I think it's a bit expensive for what it is, but if this would fit in with your fire themed frame, then they might be worth it for you. Much can be said about the Katir Sentinel wings and the tail. They're back again for the first time since July to complete the set, with the mask having been in this rotation a month ago. If you're going to make a Katir themed frame and Sentinel, picking these up would be worth it for you. They aren't bad looking things if you want to deck out your Sentinel a little bit, but at 400 ducats, 250,000 credits each, they are insanely expensive for cosmetics, so you're going to have to like them a whole lot before you do pick them up. On the topic of a Katir theme frame and Sentinel, the chest piece has made an appearance on the console. As I said when this appeared, actually originally on the PC, it's not a particularly bad looking thing, even if it's not to my own taste, but it's not that expensive on ducats, with it being only 150 ducats. 250,000 credits though is quite a lot if you're quite low on them, but it's quite a good looking, well made thing, so if you want to sort of roleplay as Baro then this is something you can go for. The Redeemer Elixir skin is next on the list of things to return. It's a beautiful looking skin. If you like the Redeemer a lot or even plan to use it quite a bit, I would recommend picking this up. It's fairly expensive, but it is a really good looking thing. Man, consoles get a lot in this rotation. Nearly done now. Moving on, we've got the Prisma Edo set. It's a set of armor that I use on a whole bunch of my frames. However, I've moved on to using other things for now. It's not a bad set of armor, it actually looks quite good on a whole bunch of frames, Excalibur most notably. So if you want to make your frame look swag, don't have flat for an armor set, the whole set is here in this rotation this time around. The Quanta Elphis, I never managed to pronounce this one right, skin makes a return too. If you're a fan of the Quanta, it would actually be worth picking this up. It's a really cool looking skin. I have it on my own Quanta, even if I don't use it particularly. Well, I don't use it very much at all, in all honesty. 300 ducats, 300,000 credit. It's a bit expensive, so you're going to have to like the Quanta quite a bit, or if you're a collector, then it's not really going to matter to you. But here it is if you want it. And finally, for the cosmetics, we have the Katir Kavat armor. It's one of the better looking Kavat armors in my opinion. I like it quite a bit, although I prefer my cats without armor entirely. However, with the whole Katir themed frame companion, if you want to make your cat bro look like Baro, then it's going to cost you 500 ducats, 275,000 credits. It's not cheap, but it is a very decent looking set of armor. The last few bits for this rotation on consoles, we've got the Baro Sigil, we've got the Hunter Beacon, so you can use those if you want to summon certain hit squads to farm their parts. We've also got Affinity Credit and Resource Boosters, so you can top those up with ducats if you want to. So that's my look at Baro on both PC and consoles. Console had a ton of stuff this time around. Don't think I've seen an inventory that full, well, ever really. I'd love some feedback if you like me doing the console stuff as well. It's something I'm trying out, would love to hear how you feel. However, I hope you have all a fantastic New Year's, and I shall catch you in the next video.